Alice A. Hildebrand is the author of A Matter of Death and Life. Thank you so much for coming in, Alice. So tell us a little bit about the book.
Well, I wrote the book when I was taking care of my dad with my husband's help back in 2017. I didn't know that I was coming home from a job that I loved at Maine Med as a chaplain in order to take care of him. I thought I was just coming home to do odd jobs and help out a bit. My husband was going out to Idaho for the summer, where he's a summer minister. And so my dad got pneumonia when I'd been home only 2 weeks. And all of a sudden, he was not able to be on his own. He couldn't make his own oatmeal or feed the cat or really do much at all. So I started keeping a journal as a way of maintaining a sense of my own personhood, which turned into 400 single-spaced pages with all kinds of things that seemed like they might be useful to other caregivers. And so I wanted to write the book as a way of processing my own experience and also because it might be useful to other folks.
Had you had any sort of training, any kind of background in caregiving as you entered into what you were faced with?
Well, sort of, in the sense that I'd been a hospital chaplain and a hospice chaplain and a minister in several local congregational churches. So I had been around this dilemma of how to age in our country right now with the real lack of medical care that people need that's affordable, the lack of facilities. So I was very aware of the territory. I did not have any hands-on medical skill, but I found that what was most required was the emotional component of it, and one could say also the spiritual component, because you're looking at somebody that you love deeply who's changing, and you know that they're not going to get better. The end of this caregiving is going to be when they die, which is a very different orientation. So you're looking at mortality and meaning and change all the time.
Well, maybe that's the answer to my next question, but why is this a book you wanted to write?
Well, for those reasons. I was processing the experience, and also as somebody that had been a chaplain and worked with people trying to figure out, you know, why do we begin life, learn how to walk and talk and drink from a cup, and then we go through midlife and we're productive, we make a contribution, and then we get old and we lose the ability to walk and talk and drink from a cup. Like, what is the meaning in that? Not that I have answers, but exploring that is fascinating to me, and it's a privilege to explore it with other people.
Do you find it's something a subject matter they want to avoid?
Some people, yep. Some people, I think my dad wanted to avoid it. My mother had been a hospice patient 20 years before, and she wanted to talk about the meaning of her life and death and the big questions all the time. My father was like, we're not going there.
Sure. It's heavy. It's hard.
Yeah.
And so when people have read it, what sort of things have they come back to you with?
Well, one of the things I've heard consistently is that it was very helpful that I was so honest emotionally. I didn't airbrush how difficult it was. I didn't airbrush the conflicts my dad and I had. And people find that gives them permission then to say, you know, this is really, really hard, and I don't really feel like I'm doing it right, and I'm mad at my beloved one a lot of the time. So it's nice to know that that kind of risky emotional honesty is helpful to people. And people have also told me that the spiritual reflection in it, which is Christian, because that's my background, but also universal, really, and people find that helpful too.
Yeah, we're all going out of this place. It's you know,
right.
One way or the other, so better be prepared for it. And yeah, so if people want to know more about you or buy the book, what should they do?
Well, you can go to the Bangor Authors Fair the 13th of December, next Saturday, at the Bangor Public Library. I'll be there along with 90 other authors.
Awesome.
And they can also go to the website. I don't know if you're going to put that up online, on the screen, from the publisher. I don't have my own website. And you can order it from your local bookshop. It's also available on Amazon.
Okay.
Just search the title.
Great. All right, Alice, thank you so much for coming in. Greatly appreciated. At that, 90 other offers are going to be at that event next weekend. We'll talk about that next week, too. Thank you so much.